This is the hard copy electrical installation condition report that's prepared and presented after every TEGG Service energised test and inspection. We start with a quick table of contents which detail all of the numbered sections. Section number 1 is a thank you letter which also indicates the service that was carried out on site. Section number 2 is our certificate which details the facility at this address has been tested on this date and whether or not any issues have been identified on site. We then have a problem count summary which details all of the electrical assets that were tested on site and any problems that were identified, also whether or not those problems have been rectified on site. Section number 4 is evidence that each test has been carried out. So you have a baseline and a thermographic image for every asset. This is regardless of whether there's an issue, it's proof that it's been done. Further on in this section we have the variables taken from the voltage current analysis. Going into section number 5 we have our thermographic report. There's a glossary of terms at the start of this section which indicates all of our problem levels from alert, severe to critical, and the temperature differentials for each of those problems. But it's pretty simple to work out because it's color coded. So if you have a red border around the page, that indicates that the problem is critical. We show the loading on the board at the time of test, the problem, the description of the problem, recommendations for repair, and also pinpoint the issue in the image. If the problem has been rectified on site, there'll be a before and after image to indicate that the temperature has dissipated and the problem was rectified. So as this section continues then, you'll move into yellow issues, which would indicate that it is a severe, and then further on will be the alerts, which would be again less significant. Moving into section 6, we have the visual issues. We begin with any ultrasonic issues if there are any. This example is an arcing breaker that was picked up on a small branch panel by the technicians last year using the ultrasonic probe. Then into the visual section, so everything from exposed copper to live bus bar, missing trunking, redundant cables, whatever it might be, is detailed with a recommendation for repair. Moving into section number 7, if we do carry out any fixed wire testing, we use the standard safe electric forms. So this report is detailed in this section. We also work with a MV specialist. If you have any MV items such as MV switches and transformers that need maintenance, service and repair, we can carry that out and include the report in this section. Section number 8 then is our problem summary. Again, you'll see the colour-coded breakdown of how severe the issues are, detail of the issue, and if it was repaired on site, this box will be ticked to indicate that. Section number 10 corresponds with this section, so you can see here you have your tag ID, location, problem, severity, remedial action and remarks. So for example, branch panel 1912 in service area 3, the breaker contact is displaying an abnormal thermal pattern compared to other breakers, and elevated contact resistance is confirmed by millivolt drop measurements. It's considered critical, and we are recommending that you de-energise the circuit and install a properly rated breaker, a Garo B10 in this instance. A shutdown is required to make this repair, and there will be a cost beside each recommended repair, so it's an itemised breakdown. We then do also make some recommendations such as arc flash labelling, infrared windows. For example, if older switchgear cannot be overridden while it's energised, we can retrofit infrared windows into the switchgear, so we can then carry out an infrared test through the window without opening the switchgear. And then finally, if our technicians spot any critical equipment that does not have surge suppression fitted, we will indicate that and also recommend that the surge suppression is fitted. So that is the hard copy report that we present. This of course does correspond perfectly with the online reporting software TEGG Pro View, and if you would like a demonstration of that, just let me know and that can be arranged.